When it comes to manifestation, there is so much content out there. Tips, tricks, affirmations, visualization hacks, you name it. But none of it will work if you don't have a basic understanding of what I'm about to share with you today in this video. What I'm going to talk about isn't a technique, it's not a shortcut, it's really the core transmission. It's Manifestation 101. It's the mindset that you need to be able to manifest and create your ideal reality. It's really the embodiment of all the different things that I try to teach. And it's a compilation of what I've found to be the most important truths from my own journey. And if you really get it, and you really understand these concepts and apply them, your reality, I promise you, will never again be the same. So let's start with the most important truth when it comes to manifestation. And that is this: you don't get what you want, you get what you are. Now we can break this down so many ways, but essentially it's this. Most people are trying to manifest, they're trying to bring about changes in their life from a place of wanting. And they're hoping that something out there will change so that they feel better, happier, more whole. But the truth is, that's all backwards. The secret is this: manifestation is not about changing the world. That's the effect. Manifestation is about changing your own identity, your state of being, your vibration, your energy, and then letting the world and trusting the universe to rearrange itself around you. So the idea is you're not here to chase after things, because chasing just leads to more chasing. You're not here to force anything. You're here to remember that the creation is already done. It's already finished. Your job is simply to just align internally with the version of you who already has everything that you want. And if you want more videos on this, I have lots of content here on my channel where I talk about how you can do this. But this is the real key. It's all about becoming the version of you who already has what you want. So that brings us to the second concept in this Manifestation 101 video. It's about the universe. What does the universe respond to? We want to create our ideal reality, but how does it actually work? What is actually the trigger that then leads to this sequence of events to us having what we want in the 3D world? What's interesting is the universe doesn't speak English. It doesn't speak your language. It doesn't respond to what you're saying. It doesn't even respond necessarily to what you're thinking. The universe responds to vibration and emotion. Emotion is the true language of the universe. So the universe responds to that vibration, that emotion, to your expectations, to your assumptions of what is real. To the subconscious mind and to the universe, whatever you deem to be real is real. You're the creator of your own reality. You're not manifesting what you desire, what you want. You're manifesting what you believe is normal for you. And then the world is reflecting that back to you. Whatever limitations you have in your life right now, I can promise you, they're there because you have placed those own limitations on yourself. That's the crazy thing about it. If we want to learn to remove those limitations, we have to learn the language of the universe. What does it respond to? And how do we manifest what we want? We have to speak the language of the universe. And this is the problem so many of us fall into. In this 3D reality, we speak the language as human beings of like hard work and determination, and we just have to do more. Work weekends and late nights. That might be a reality, but it might not. The fact is, that's not the language of the universe. The language of the universe, as I said before, it's about emotion. It's about embodiment. It's about vibration and alignment. This is such a big problem for so many people. They're working harder. They're thinking and hoping that they're getting closer to their goals. If they're doing the affirmations and they're doing the vision board and they're doing the visualizations, all these things, but underneath, they still feel a certain way. They feel like they don't deserve it. They feel like it's not for them. They're still limiting themselves, then it's just not going to change. Unfortunately, this is why people can get stuck in these same cycles. They can get stuck in repeating affirmations for months and months, maybe even years, and yet nothing changes. Why? Because underneath the words, which are just surface level, they haven't changed their true nature, their true essence. They haven't changed the vibration of who they are, what they're resonating with. They're still in that state of not having. They haven't learned to speak the language of the universe and emotions and embodiment and embody abundance and that version of themselves right now. let's talk about 3 of the most powerful principles that you can implement today if you're truly serious about continuing on this manifestation journey, if you truly want to create the most incredible life, the life of your dreams. Number 1 is this: live from the end. Neville Goddard said it best. He talked about this so often. Live in that end state where you already have everything that you desire. You are already that person, and you're operating from that state, from that version of you. This doesn't mean just visualizing your dream life. Again, that's surface level, like we're talking about. There's maybe a place for that, but more importantly, it's about the emotion. It's about emotionally inhabiting that version of you. So you are walking, talking, and breathing and showing up like it's already done. And then that is what triggers the bridge of incidents, which I talk about in other videos, to actually bring these things into your 3D world. So that's the trigger. You operating from that new version of you and emotionally embodying that version of you leads to this sequence of events of you getting what you want in the physical world, which again is the world of effect. And then number 2, the feeling is the secret. It's not about being happy all the time or always being in this high vibrational state. It's about being in that state of the wish fulfilled and feeling the emotion deeply, intensely, vividly right now of just knowing that you have what you want. Here's a question for you. If you had what you wanted right now, in this present moment, just close your eyes for a moment and imagine that you had it. How would you feel? Just take a moment and really think about this. Why do you want all these things that you want? It's because you think, you hope that having these things will make you feel a certain way. That's what it's always been and what it always will be. So if you have that thing right now, again, close your eyes, think about this. How does it feel in your body knowing that you have that thing? Do you feel more safe, relieved, more confident, more empowered? Whatever comes up for you, those are the frequencies that you must learn to embody. That's the starting point. You reverse engineer it in a way. So whatever you want, you think about the emotions you hope to gain from having that thing in your life. And now you live from those emotions right now. You give yourself internally those emotional states so that then it can be reflected back to you in this universe. And now my final point is this: embodiment beats effort. Let me make a very important distinction here. I'm not saying you're not going to have to work to bring about changes in your world. To manifest your ideal life, you're going to have to work, and likely quite hard, to get what you want. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to hustle more and more, that you have to micromanage every little detail. When you can learn to follow those previous steps, live in the end, and embody the emotion of that version of you who already has what you want, inspired action will flow naturally. And this is the key. It's not necessarily about working harder, although you may have to. It's about working smarter. It's about working in an aligned way where you're not wasting time, you're trusting your intuition, you're taking aligned action. And that is what gets you closer to your goals in the physical world. But internally, emotionally, you already have it. This aspect of embodiment is important because not only are we learning to grant ourselves internally what we want, but also by doing that, that leads us to take inspired action, which leads to these things coming about in the physical world. So that's how it all works, how it all comes together. So I talked about 3 things that you should do if you want to bring about your desired reality, if you want to manifest certain changes in your life. Now, let me also add 3 things that you should not do. One is stop hoping. Hope is a beautiful thing, but when we're talking about manifestation, hope means it's not here. Hope means you're not feeling it right now. You're placing distance between where you are and what you want. It's really a declaration that you don't have it. And then second, stop waiting. And this is very close to what I just said about hoping. Waiting puts your dream in the future. It creates, again, that space between where you are and what you want. Manifestation is always now, in the present moment. When you're focused on waiting, again, if you're waiting for something, that means you're not giving it to yourself right now. And if you're not giving it to yourself internally right now, you're not going to take that inspired action because you're not embodying the version of you who already has it. And then finally, stop looking for proof. This is hard to do at times, but the 3D world is just a mirror. Don't wait for results to show up in the reflection before you can feel a certain way. Again, as we talked about before, it's all the opposite. You're embodying a certain state now so that then that's the cause in the world of effect, in the 3D world, in the physical, that can be reflected back to you. So you move first, and then the reality, the physical reality, follows as an effect. And now there's one more concept that I want to add, because this really, it brings it all together. This is incredibly powerful. It has to do with the definition of having. When we say we have something, it means physical possession most of the time. It means we have something and we can touch it, we can hold it, we can see it. Or in terms of a relationship, we have a relationship with someone or something, we can point to that person. We can point to those family members, those friends, and talk about those relationships that we have. But the truth is, while our definition is about having something physically, to the universe, to have something means to be in vibrational alignment with it, to be on the same frequency as it. So then to the universe, it's very straightforward. You have love, according to the universe's definition, when you feel love, when you give it to yourself right now internally, in the present moment. You have success when you identify with success, when you embody that feeling of success right now. You have abundance when you live from this place of abundance, when you embody abundance right now. So it's all about internal ownership. That's the starting point. And that's the language of the universe, speaking emotionally and feeling these things right now, which then leads to our definition of, as an effect of all of that, having these things in the physical world. So now, congratulations, you've almost made it through this entire basic Manifestation 101 course. And I want to leave you with this. Remember, you are powerful beyond belief because you are the source of your own creation. Whatever is around you, that's all you. Your reality is really a mirror. And you're not here to earn your desires. You're here to remember that they're already yours. So instead of looking for a sign or waiting for permission, learn to give yourself these things internally first. That's what really matters. And then the external world, the mirror, the world of effect will follow. So if you truly want to manifest certain things in your life, then learn to do this. Learn to embody the version of you who already has these things. Show up as that version of you right now and make a commitment that you're going to do it consistently. Before long, that will be the new you. Any limitations you have are of your own doing. You can change as quickly as you want, or you can take as long as you want. It's all in your power. And if this sort of resonated with you, leave a comment below and let me know, what you're shifting into today, what you want to create. What are you choosing to align with and manifest in your world? I'd love to hear about it. And if you haven't already, please join our growing community. My newsletter is below. If you join right now, I have a free gift for you. And I'd love for you to join our growing community with other like-minded people who are passionate about this kind of stuff, manifestation, creating your ideal reality, and spirituality, and just becoming the best version of you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.